we'll dive straight into it. So I'll discuss some of the benefits when it comes to improving your aerial ability, your ability to not only contest early, but be dominant with contested marks, make it really challenging for the defenders to be able to spoil. And then equally for your intercept markers, which is a big part of the game at the moment. It's one of the more effective strategies is through intercept possession and quickly moving the ball through from defense to offense, that transition. So if you can be an aerial threat as a defender, equally important. And then of course, just your classic, those that need to diffuse the forwards through spoiling and being aerially, being able to negate the key forwards and small forwards that can jump and contest in the air. Rotational power, so your ability to be able to separate from the defenders through rotational power, like the fend off, or using your hips and shoulders to shrug off a tackle. Equally, using your strength and power to be able to stick your tackles. So for the contest side of things, some of these tips and exercises will help with that. It's also known to boost your arousal levels as well by doing explosive work. So from a mental point of view, for coaches listening in, if you're working at local grassroots, you could do some of these exercises with simple bands and medicine ball. And as long as the intent's done at a world-class level where they're moving really fast and explosive, and the program allows them to do so with exercises and rep ranges around 3 to 5, just with a few exercises, should only take you 15 minutes max. How to tailor our training using testing for those that do have access to force plates, understanding the strategy that best suits that athlete. So for some, it's going to be moving through greater ranges of motion where they generate the most amount of power and best outputs and spend a bit more time with their contraction time. For others, it's going to be shorter and more snappier, and they're going to be more your tendon-based athletes. So understanding your athlete, using testing to inform your coaching and also letting the athletes know, particularly the younger athletes that might not be aware and are still learning, giving them feedback on what their best looks like and what their strategy to allow them to put their strengths on show. So everyone could be doing the same program, but how they do it could be very different, and their intent could be focused on different things. Equally, we can get a bit fancy with our programming as well and start to group guys and change the exercise prescription to suit their type. Going into common mistakes. So if you want to improve your power and your explosiveness, then the rep range needs to be around 3 to 6 reps max. Okay, any longer than that, and you'll just start losing the intensity. How many exercises you do in a given session is critical. So we don't want to have a long list of exercises that are explosive in nature. Typically 2 to 3 is probably the right amount. And then think about how you can spread it over the week is the way to go, because then you're getting multiple hits across the week. And that consistent stress on the body of moving fast eventually will start to pay dividends and you'll get results. Timing of the day. So where possible, see if you can get your power sessions in before your field sessions. They're complementary. Like I said, they'll help with your attention to detail and being able to concentrate on the field. They're not going to put you at risk like doing Nordics or Bulgarian split squats or RDLs can be potentially putting you at risk before field where you're going to sprint. These things actually aid in those fast moving patterns. So if you're going to really focus on your power and your explosiveness, doing it just before your field session, 15-minute power session would be optimal. And then the total duration as well. Like I said, most of these power sessions in mind should be around that 15 to 20 minutes. Now, if you're doing the strength session as well, and that's after the field, that's where we start going 45 to 60 minutes. But from purely the power point of view, around that, so at the start of the session, 15 minutes or so. Hopefully that helps you with your programming. We've got heaps of free tips out there. If you look up Strength and Power in our podcast, it's not the first one that we've done, so you can listen to some more free tips there. But ultimately, if you want to get the best results, you need to be on the best program, and I believe ours is the best for AFL footballers. So if you want to join and have a go, join for free. Click the link in our Instagram on this podcast. I look forward to helping you out in 2026.